There were a lot more than prayers heard tonight at the Rexburg Tabernacle. As Braden Wilson tells us, neighbors traded war stories from Ukraine.
The spring wind couldn't deter dozens of people from coming to this Situation Room event at the Rexburg Tabernacle. They heard tales about the war in Ukraine directly from Ukrainians currently living in Madison County.
I would like to talk about my nephew who turned 9 years old just 2 days after the active phase of the war started. His birthday was in March 28th. He was getting his birthday presents and he was getting his first bicycle, and he didn't have the chance to use it.
Simon Arazenko says his nephew and family were eventually able to escape to safety. His wife Natasha says even the smallest show of support means a lot to her and her people.
I don't know what to do, as each of us. So, what we can do is help as we can with donations. And just support, just stand with Ukraine. Just if you raise your voice.
A planned live connection to the front lines didn't pan out due to the time difference and situation there. In Rexburg, I'm Braden Wilson.
The war in Ukraine is moving east as Russian forces attack cities like Kharkiv and Mariupol. Ukrainian leaders continue to urge civilians to flee. Meanwhile, the evidence of Russian atrocities continues to mount. Here's ABC's Phil Lipoff with the latest.
Russian air assaults continue to hammer cities all across Ukraine, particularly in the east. Missiles raining down on Odessa, Kharkiv, and Mariupol. New satellite images show columns of Russian vehicles heading to the east.
Pulling out of Kiev doesn't mean that the war is over. They just changed the strategy. The fights in the east and the south of the country are still going.
In Kramatorsk, shell-shocked after a deadly missile strike on the city's train station that was packed with women and children trying to leave Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky warning this war is bigger than Ukraine, that Russia is attacking Europe itself and all it stands for. That warning following a visit to Kyiv by UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, the two leaders walking through the streets.
I think that the Ukrainians have shown the courage of a lion, but you, Volodymyr, have given the roar of that lion.
There is mounting evidence of Russian atrocities. In Makariv, 132 bodies discovered, described by Ukraine's defense ministry as tormented. In Bucha, the Ukrainian Prosecutor General's office says at least 67 bodies were exhumed from this mass grave. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan saying, while these reports are horrifying and shocking, they're not surprising.
There was a plan from the highest levels of the Russian government to target civilians who oppose the invasion, to cause violence against them, to organize efforts to brutalize them in order to try to terrorize the population and subjugate it.
But Russia has denied targeting civilians. The EU pledged $1 billion during the Global Citizen Stand Up for Ukraine event in Warsaw. That event raising nearly $11 billion in total. Phil Lipoff, ABC News, New York.
Now, there doesn't seem to be any let-up for the troops waging war in the Ukraine. Leaders on every side are planning new strategies. Russia reportedly has appointed a veteran general as commander of its war on Ukraine. He led the devastating campaign in Syria. American analysts expect a lot more bloodshed under his command.